Bam. That's it. And
Bam. Feel the bam.
Yes. Let's go. Work time. Let's go.
Man made it possible. Brother Bam.
Untrained hard.
How you doing? My name is Bam.
And
My character is Bam.
Debate.
we're here in Vegas for the Martial Arts Super Show. It's a big opportunity for the whole movement. So we're going to go check into the hotel. It was a journey, it was an adventure. We got a lot of stuff, ID, all that crazy stuff, but hey, you got a goal and you're trying to reach that goal. Remember, there's going to be obstacles in your way to try to stop you from moving forward. You got to, flip the script and keep going on. That's what the urban sport all about. We're going to get right back to you once we check into the hotel. In the meantime, welcome to the Yah Dvd Magazine. Peace.
A brief introduction on a new curriculum. We can say we call it a movement. It's called the Martial Fusion Movement. Basically, what is the opportunity for us to do is to try to fuse together the universal principles of martial arts and a lifestyle that the martial arts industry really haven't tapped into. When we think of the lifestyle brand of our tweens, which is over a $40 billion industry, then we look at the lifestyle brand when we talk about teenagers, which is a $2.9 billion industry. Then we're talking about the adult industry, which is in wellness and fitness, which is over $5 billion. Those are three industries that we haven't even found a way to tap into. They're not interested in uniforms. They're not interested in, learning how to fight. They want to get in shape, drop pounds, and the kids want to learn how to express themselves and look fresh when they go to school. So when we looked at that, we talked about our curriculum. Our curriculum is more than just a curriculum. It's a movement. It's a movement that can be traced from here, China, Japan, and so forth. Martial Fusion also allows us to be able to tap into the gyms. We have a lot of our teenagers now that are employed by some of the top gyms around the world, and these are black belts that never had employment at all, but now they work at gyms teaching Martial Fusion, getting paid $20 to $30 an hour, which is truly incredible. So it's allowing us to be amongst people where martial arts is not really a priority to them, but fitness, fashion, and staying in shape is. What we have is a couple of students here today that's going to allow you to be able to see how this is fusing together. Don't forget, we got Will Smith coming out with the next, the Kung Fu Kid, which is a hip-hop pioneer. We got RZA coming out with the Last Dragon Part 2, which is showing how hip-hop is fused together. And then the recent documentary with Bruce Lee talking to you about how Bruce Lee influenced the world, which had a 10-minute segment on hip-hop. So we're going beyond the curriculum because we're showing the whole lifestyle here, and we call it the urban spirit. So we're going to get them to give us some music. We're going to have some students coming up and give you the different elements and see how all this is fused together beyond just today. Our curriculum has been implemented as a world champion division. So we got events in Japan, Bahamas, is all over the world. It's taking the world by storm. This year, the Inside Kung Fu this month, the Inside Kung Fu Magazine, they're giving you a whole write-up of how this is the next innovation of martial arts. Also, not just with the curriculum, but the people that's a part of what we do are the national spokespeople for the Success for Teens. Our mission is to give out 10 million books all over the world with the top motivational speakers to empower our teens and develop Generation X. This is what that's all about. So we thank you. Have a blessed day. Check us out.
Hello everyone, my name is Willie the Bam Johnson here with the Martial Fusion, where we take the traditional values of yes sir, yes ma'am, and the way we move and the way we stand, the way we punch, and we blend it together with the modern approach of rhythm, soul, spirit, hip-hop, martial arts, mixed martial arts, whatever it may be. We put it all together to do what? To tap back into that teen population and keep them in the school, bring them into schools. It's a complete program. It's the ultimate program. It's the program that we all need to change the world.
I'm Grandmaster Dennis Brown and instructor of Willie the Bam Johnson, the professor. And I am one of the greatest fans of his new martial fusion. I believe that he has found the link between hip-hop and martial arts. This martial fusion is the next generation of martial arts in America. If we can get them into the martial arts through hip-hop, maybe we can slide the discipline part in there too. Bam has got the passion that it's going to take to make it real. It takes talent, will, skill, and passion, and I think that Bam has all three.
And when we look at the dropout rate in our martial arts schools, I run the school, so I know we lose them as teenagers. They come in at 6, they get 12 years old, and they're gone. So we keep on talking about trying to patch a hole in the bucket. We're never going to patch a hole in the bucket until we find a way to communicate with the teenagers. If you understand how powerful hip-hop is when it comes down to expressing itself, it is such a universal language because it's the only pure expression that kids feel as though they can tap into right now. it just fuses everything together in a rhythmic motion that makes it fun, makes it exciting, makes it energized. I mean, it's limitless to what it can do. Just look at the power of hip-hop today.
Hi, my name is John Bannon. I am the martial arts director for the Columbia Association in Howard County, Maryland. I am very excited to be a part of this martial fusion, and I feel that it is going to be a very big thing. And I think that school owners as well as community centers can really take advantage of this and use this program. It's going to be the next big thing. It really appeals to a broad range of ages and groups.
The younger generation, the teenagers who want to quit, they got all this energy, they into the hip hop, they into the clothes. What this allows us to do is to create a class just specifically designed for these teenagers, tapping into their competitive spirit, tapping into their UFC attitudes, and allowing them to stay connected to the school. They might not want to do traditional martial art program for a while, but guess what? If you can keep them in the school long enough through the martial fusion, eventually when they mature back to wanting to get back connected to the traditional program, you're going to have that student for life. It's a win-win.
Hey guys, my name is Melody Sherman here at the Maya Super Show in Las Vegas in 2009. I just want to tell you that I've seen Willie the Bam Johnson and his entire fusion team, and they are awesome. We had the opportunity to meet them in Delaware a couple months ago. My black belts came and checked out their demo team, and I'll tell you what, it was probably one of the best demonstrations I've seen. No offense to all the other good demo teams out there, but it was a mix of hip-hop, breakdancing, and martial arts, and my students really liked the vibe, they liked the energy. It seemed like it was a really good workout, but most importantly, it was a lot of fun, and it was really an opportunity to blend two passions together, which is dance and that hip-hop vibe and the martial arts vibe. So anybody who hasn't had a chance to check it out yet, I recommend you highly check it out.
When she was 3 and she turned 4 a couple of weeks in the session, and when she first started coming, of course she was shy, but to see what they learned and what she's doing, and she's come so far, and she knows how to defend herself, and she knows the moves, she looks like she's been having a really good time. So I think she really enjoyed it. So it was good. It looks like they were having a good time, and it looks like they've enjoyed it. I know that they've enjoyed it when they come home and they're telling me about their day. So I'm pleased with the program and looking forward to them continuing it.
What do you think about the whole ceremony and how they fuse together martial arts and hip-hop?
Oh, I love the exercise. I know that they're not too pleased with it, but I love the exercise and the fact that they're constantly going. The cardio is so good for them. I think the program overall is good for them.
I've been a student at the BAMS for about 9 months, and for about a year before that, I was doing hip-hop and Zumba at a local club. And something I found about hip-hop is it's really universal. It started in the streets, but it's caught on over the last 20 years or more because it speaks to everybody. And really, anybody can do it. I mean, yeah, your real serious hardcore dancers can do the crazy moves, but anybody can come in and do a basic move, do a basic step touch, groove, work it, however you can, and there's different ways of working that. Whatever you can do and have fun with it, and that's what's great about it. Okay, so the hip-hop gets you moving, and not everybody can bust the crazy moves, but now, and I was kind of left with this too. The beat's going, what do I do? You know, I can sit here like that, and after a while, what do I do? You've been taking martial arts, well, the martial fusion gives you something to do. Okay, I can sit there and shuffle, and I can punch to the beat. It's the same thing I was doing, now I do it to the beat. So, that martial fusion actually can make the fun of the hip-hop, merge that with the martial arts, and actually make the dance accessible.
Sensei Shanks telling about the old days. Some of these young guys are just coming up now. We got legends that we're talking about. The tournament of the day was held by Sensei Kandi, and he had the red shield. That was the name of the tournament. And a lot of these guys that are legends now, we all used to fight back in the brown belt division and the black belt division. And one of the pioneers, if people don't know, is Willie Bam. He would come out with the Kung Fu. They would stop everything, and they would open open up rings, and back in the olden days, the karate rings were almost like a 10 by 10 or a 12 by 12. They were not 24 and they were not that big. And Willie would come up and say, could you open this ring? And everybody would stop the whole tournament. He would open up 3 rings, run down, do a backflip, come backflip, and take the trophy. Again, like I was saying, I think what Willie Bam did back then, before he was even really known, with the flips and the real sincere, what I would consider the true style of Kung Fu, where they do, which is the Bugei. They do 36 different styles with the different weapons. They have the spears and the different things like that, and the broadswords. He was already doing that extreme stuff back then. He was definitely back in '91 when we was here. He did wushu. Everything was going on all out. Crazy. 91. When the band screamed, with the double broadsword, oh my God, people was like, who is he? They were saying, man, Mr. Flip, he came in to start, he did L, and that was it. That's all I had to see. Ever since then, look, this is what, 2005. I'm talking about back in 91.
And now we see the new
Bam is.
What about the new Little Bam?
Now with Little Bam Jr., oh my God. I don't know who's better, Pop or Son. I think it should be a showdown, baby. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, I done seen this man go to Diamond Masters, not seated, go through spank everybody. We talking about humble. At the end, in the show, after he won grand, he gave his ring to Hakeem Austin. Now you talking about a true martial artist, Mr. Ivy. What would you say to somebody, how has martial arts helped you and how has it changed your life?
Well, it started when I was 7. I had my whole life in martial arts. I guess keep me off the streets, keep me positive, focusing my energy in an acceptable way. Something that I'm going to keep. Progress is something I learned a lot from. Through hard work, you can progress. I hear a lot of martial arts masters talk about how a form well done is like a form done in music. And if you do a form just right, it has a nice rhythm to it. There's a lot of rhythm in martial arts, so I agree with that.
It's your Yah Magazine, y'all, the first hip-hop martial arts magazine, you know what I mean, live and direct. You know what I'm saying? We coming at you with the man. I'm gonna tell you, he the man. He the best host of the 106 in Park they had, and that's coming to you real. You know what I'm saying? I want to commend you because you got a lot of young gentlemen out here now getting up on their game, getting up on their knowledge of hip hop. They're not just coming in, you know what I'm saying, talking about, oh, Lil Wayne's hot. You know what I mean? This is hot. Every time you come on there, you give somebody a spiritual message, you know, something positive to leave away with every time I tune in. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tell you that first off. Teenagers, them cats that have a dream, because I know you had to go through the interview process, you had to go through all that to get on the show. Just explain to them, just, you know, striving for your dreams and keep going.
Just don't stop, don't take no for an answer, and don't sleep. Just work hard and just keep on going after it. That's really the formula, man. Just continue to sleep. Just look at Diddy and all the people and all the people that are making it, and they don't sleep and they work hard, and that's the same thing you got to do if you want to make it.
Right. Now you had a lot of odds against you because there was a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, when they was looking for new hosts of 106 in Park that was trying to get the job. So, I mean, can you just explain to them how you know what I mean, what was your formula that was different from all the other cats that was trying to move forward and you?
I just didn't take no for an answer. I got cut with auditions like 3 or 4 times, and a lot of people, once they get cut, they give up and go back to their day job. Me, I just never stopped, and God just blessed me, and I'm just in a really fortunate, blessed position right now. So I'm just really humble and excited about the opportunities that lie ahead.
And now, you know what I mean, what is the knowledge, I mean, that you need to do a show? Most people just think you just got to know the countdown, and you know what I'm saying, they don't think that you got to be up on history, knowing who you interviewing, knowing what's going on.
You just got to research, you got to be on the web, you got to, be the pulse of the youth. You got to know what's going on YouTube and MySpace and Facebook, and you got to keep up with these websites and just know what's hip and what's trendy. You got to be in the fashion. You got to be a plethora of knowledge in just all areas, so that when you're on the show, that shines through the show. So I just try to just absorb as much as I can, from watching CNN to reading the Source magazine. I just try to get as much knowledge as I can, so when I'm on air, I can be knowledgeable about a lot of things.
Thank you. I just want to say, how old are you?
I'm 25.
He's 25 years old. And every time they come in, I'm 23, be 24, and they always talk about our generation, you know what I mean, they call it Generation X, you know what I mean, we don't have no purpose because we're not going forward. This man was probably one of the most intelligent interviews we done had. And he came on, you know what I'm saying, came with the knowledge. Came in with everything. So
now what we learn is mixed martial arts right now. So it's like a no holds barred, UFC. That's how it works. You damn bang, 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 bang. Other person bang, bang, bang. Or it's you fight somebody in the street. You go out, you start hitting him, he's like bang, bang, and coming up trying to stand up. Boom, stop him and move out the way. Alright, and now we're gonna go back to the mount. And the key, because remember, everybody come around so you can look at this. You're on the ground and put it to the side. And I'm going back. You just bring your grip. Hey, go. Hey, let's go, guys. Here now, because we're on the concrete. But in actuality, I was holding his face like this. And then I'll begin to stretch and arch. Push up. Keep going. Good. I mean, he's trying to bridge me off. I ain't trying to go to the situation. And look at that also. Yes, I do. Because I'm going to the keyboard.
You know we're here with the Yah Magazine, from the underground to the mainstream. You know my story, you know where I had to come from and get to where I'm at now, but to be sitting right here. You all know, on the underground, it's pictured right there, Master Benny the Jet Arquitez, one of the greatest fighters on this planet. I mean, as a kid, he don't know, but to be having his photos up on my wall, to be collecting his books and emulating the moves that he motivates you to just, to have such a passion for the martial arts.
You know, it's just so the audience knows that I come from a background. My father was a professional boxer. My mother was a professional wrestler. There's 9 black belts in my family. There's 4 Dempsey's in my family. So when kids have fire trucks at 3, I had boxing rings.
Okay.
So at the age of 5 years old, I was already boxing puberty division. So it was kind of, I grew up. I really grew up in the art of fighting.
Okay.
But as a kid, the way I was programmed, you know, I come from the streets.
Okay.
I come from the streets. I understand the streets real well.
Yes,
I come
sir.
from the streets, and in this, I had a chance to actually compete in the street with, you know, and there, people were trying to take my head off there because there is no rules, there is nothing. It was just a matter of survival.
Yes, sir.
But in there, at the same time, I learned that there's a lot of emotional stuff going on. I was raised, actually, when I was younger, my father taught me, you know, if you want respect, put fear in people. So I thought that was respect. So I put fear in everybody because I wanted respect. And then I realized it had nothing to do with respect. I would just put, they were just afraid of me, not because they respect me. And then I started realizing, what's my journey here? What's the really journey on this earth of what am I supposed to be doing here? And I realized that of all the fights that I've had, and it was not, you know, because I fought because I can, but my love for what I do, you know, is teaching. And so people that are watching this and you're listening, believe me, I understand the prosciutto heart. I understand, you know, coming from the other side of the tracks, whether you're coming from the projects and so forth, I've been there, done that. And so my family's been working with high-risk kids since I can remember. And high-risk kids means, you know what, single-parent kids, they're coming from kids that they only come from one parent and they're out in the street.
Right.
And in this, they have no guidance.
Right.
But I tell you, the power of having a knowing, and there is people care. And for me, I was angry at me. Really, that's what made me angry at the whole world, because I was angry at myself. I didn't like me, so I didn't like nobody. And in this, it was just my family. But I started to realize, when I started to like who I was, I started to understand that, you know, hey, there is people there that do care. People really that want to help.
Yes, sir.
And this is where my family came in and started helping and working with these kids. But there is heroes out there. And if you only taste bitter, that's all you know. The moment you start to taste honey, now you have choices, because we all have choices. And this is a frame of thinking. Just remember one thing. What controls your mind controls your body, which houses your spirit. So therefore, If you put anger in your head, that's what you see, and that's what comes out of your mouth. But if you put love for what you do in your head, then that's all you see is nothing but love, and that's what comes out of your mouth. The art gives you exactly that. It teaches you not how to live your life, it gives you tools so you can live your life. And so, men, they care. And you know, matter of fact, you can see this warrior here. Warrior of a light means that, you know what, he's just sharing his love. Because even if you paid him, and even if you pay me, you're just paying us to do certain things. What we choose to give you our essence for what we love doing. And this is what we're doing. We're sharing our love for what we do. And this is why I'm here, one of many. And together, collectively, believe me, there's a lot of us out there. So just think about that.
And you know, sir, what's so awesome is that when you were that kid that was creatively expressing yourself and knocking people out with jump, spin back kicks and making your uniforms and putting, you know, Benny the Jet on the bottom of your pants, and I was a little kid in the projects just trying to like dream and hope and new martial arts for something I felt inside my soul. You were my hero. You were one of the many people from the official karate magazines to the whatever magazines they had you in. You do not realize what your spirit was doing to help me be where I'm at right now. And I guess everything that I do today is to carry on the things that you don't know, that you and so many other guys like you did for me. And I guess that's what I want to do for every kid that's out there. I just want you to believe, man. You know, men cry. That's what we got to realize, you know. And whoever would believe that a kid from the hood would get a chance to be here with his idol, with his hero, with somebody that, you know, I'm sitting there holding a movie that you can go to the street and you show it and people are like, man, that's an awesome movie. And you're sitting there with a man that made everything today possible. So I say to you, man, I mean, because when we talk about struggle, let's stop thinking it's a ghetto thing. Struggle is a human thing. You can be at the highest level, at the lowest level, we all struggle. But as Master Benny said, if we have a passion to love and care and forgive, we can change the world. But first by changing the world from what's inside ourselves. So you have did it for me. And I know I never told you this. I mean, you just do not realize the spirit, my curriculum, the things that I do today, I can always share it back and say, yeah, I got this from Benny the Jet's book, or I got this from Benny the Jet movie, or I got this from what I read in Benny the Jet's magazine. And I know when I look at the UFC today, I know that if it wasn't for you having the courage to go out and express that anger, not on the street, but through, even though it was through a safe haven, but you put your anger and your passion out there, if you wouldn't have did that, we wouldn't be looking at what we see of UFC today. And they need to remember to give back the credit where the credit is due. To a great warrior like you, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And all you viewers out there, just remember, without love, it goes nowhere.
Yah Magazine, from the underground to the mainstream. We got great Mr. Kung Lee here, the man that was responsible for bringing Kung Fu back to the realization that it can fight. You know, so we want to ask him a couple questions. How do you feel that you didn't change Kung Fu since you didn't had that great fight? I don't want to mention who you beat, but you know, I mean, what's the impact? How has your life changed since you won that fight?
My life has definitely changed in a good way, and still representing Kung Fu and just doing it.
Okay. You have a real big school in California?
Yes, I do.
Right, okay. And you know, son? Two sons involved. I mean, what is it like with a dad, just seeing how your life is blossoming, your sons watching? I'm a dad, so I'm just, what is that like? I mean, the joy in your kids seeing the success that you have right now with your career.
Well, my joy is just to spend time with my kids, but if they want to compete, then that's their decision, but they definitely have to do the Kung Fu style and train and be good human beings. But it's all about just living life one day at a time.
Okay, and you got some movies and stuff coming out. I mean, what is it again now?
It's called Pandora.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be released September 18th, and definitely, I'm not sure if the kids can be taken to the movies to that one.
Okay. What would you say to some kids that's out there in the Kung Fu art, and they feel like, because Inside Kung Fu said one time they think Kung Fu is dying out, it's not going to make a comeback, but I don't believe that. From a school ownership standpoint, and even from you from a fight, I think it's making a comeback, especially with your success, and the lightweight UFC champion who was a traditional martial artist who won with the karate style. What would you say to them about that? Is Kung Fu dying, or is it?
Of course not. I think martial arts lives inside of you. If you train it, you live it every day. It's part of you, so it can't die. Kung Fu is the foundation.
All right, okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Fuya, something positive to a kid for him. They're struggling right now. What would you say to him?
Never give up. Family first.
Thank you. Bruce.
Nah. That's no. I'm ready to pick you up and take you. Get in my car. Come on. Anybody here? Come on. Alright, you gotta yell super loud. And the reason why you yell fire is because it gets people's attention. If somebody yell fire, don't walk down the hall, I would just turn around and be nosy and be like, what's going on over here? Okay? So let's try that. You walking down the hall. Alright, now this is going to be our next scenario. We're going to be moving. So everybody take it back here. Everybody going to walk back here. There's some people go over there. Some people go over there. Some people go here. Come on. Alright, we're in school. This strange man walks into your school. Strange man walks into your school with a big leather coat on. Big leather coat. And he comes in, and he's been digging in his jacket since you seen him. He's gonna pull out a weapon. When you see somebody, when you hear the word freeze, you have to drop down on the floor without moving. Now, somebody tell me why you would drop down on the floor without moving. You answer that question. I'm gonna do it good. Ready?
So they think that I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay. Close. One of the parents tell me why you think they should.
Don't get shot.
Thank you. Alright? So you will not be involved in a line of fire danger. Okay? Because nobody's going to come into school and be like, freeze, bop, 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 bop. The first thing they're going to look at is whoever's standing up, whoever's running in a state of panic. Okay? What we're going to do is we're just going to drop on the floor because we don't have a space to run out the door. We don't have it. This is in the lunchroom. We're in the lunch line. You can't run out the door. Okay? So everybody walk. You're crossing paths. I'm the mean bad guy. Ready? I'm getting one. Freeze! Good job. Back up. Let's do it again. Come on. Ready? Go ahead. Start walking. You can't watch me. Go. Everybody go.
Everybody walking. Freeze! Good job. Everybody stand up. Ready? Here we go. Walking in, go do. Freeze! All right, everybody stand up. All right, get back in your line. Now, this scenario, this is called, this is not my parent. Everybody say that. Say, this is not my parent. This is not my parent. That sounds crazy. All right, everybody say, this is not my parent. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this line, everybody's going to line up at that corner right there. Everybody, we're going to take this line, everybody line up at this corner right here. Okay, you're coming out of the bathroom. Everybody listen, you're coming out of the bathroom. Somebody walks up to you as you're coming out of the bathroom. This night is coming out of the bathroom. And it's just a little small corner in the bathroom right there. You come out of the bathroom door, and I'm like, hey, little girl, how you doing? Alright, she's doing like that, so she go crazy. So everybody crazy, sir! So the reason why you go crazy, so they won't grab you, and so everybody can hear you. So I'm walking up to you, come here, little girl! Come here! Alright, so we're gonna do it. You cannot be shy, okay? Now, this is your self-defense technique. These techniques work better than punching, kicking, biting, scratching, flipping, rolling. These are the most effective techniques for your ages, okay? Understood? Say yes, sir. Freeze! Everybody freeze! Everybody freeze! Got a question for you. Do you go in the bathroom like this? Hold on. Do you go in the bathroom like this? Come here. Big boy. You gotta come out like you really come out of the bathroom. When I came out of the bathroom, I was just drawing my hands off, walking out. This is, hey, this is not my You cannot. When you get caught is when you stop moving. Okay? You gotta continue to move. You're not gonna come out. If I came out of the bathroom like this, you're not gonna grab me. Okay, but you gotta do more. You gotta walk out like you really would come out of the bathroom. Even if you were talking to your friends coming out of the bathroom. Okay? So come on, let's go. Come on, keep it going. Be loud. You went already? There you go. Keep it like you want. There you go. I like that. Keep ready. Everybody breathe. Let's take a line right here real straight. Let's go. That's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. When I hold my arms, you should be in line. 1. Good job. All right. Now I got a question for you. Everybody turn and look at me this way. This is my question. If I walked up to you, this is to say, I was an old guy. I was coming out of the bathroom. I was walking to the bathroom. And you ran away. I was like, Sonny, you know the time? Did you run?
Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
I came up to you and I was walking like this. Did you run away?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if I was your mom or your dad, long lost friend that you never seen in a long time, and they was at the barbecue, they was at the 4th of July picnic 3 years ago, and I walked up to you like, hey, want to come in my car? Come on. Your mom told me to pick you up today. Should you come with me?
No.
No matter what, no matter who comes to you, when you feel in danger, it's never wrong to express yourself. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understand? Because just like you have actors and everybody gets abducted because people, they put their lines of defense down, they put your arms down, okay? This is called getting out of the way. Everybody say get out of the way. Get out of the way! You gotta get out of the corner. Yes, ma'am?
I have a comment. I keep hearing you say over and over, he's, and I heard one of the kids say, he, and did not recognize that a she could do the same thing.
Same thing. Yep. She's also. I'm sorry.
We get beat up for that one. Ladies also. It can be ladies also, not just the guys, okay? It can be a young lady. You do the same thing, okay? So you got to be aware of everybody. That's why we have Miss Naila here. She's going to beat me up later.
Yah Magazine. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Vaughn. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm here at the MA Super Show.
All right. Tell him, we were talking a little bit, and he said, he was talking about martial arts and hip-hop being connected. Can you elaborate on this a little bit?
Well, a lot of people forget in martial arts there's that word art at the end. It's an art form. It's an expression. There's a lot of room for creativity, and people miss out on that. They're so focused on, the traditional things that make it great, but they forget about that word art and where they can take it. And without creativity and without that art type of vibe that can come from music, dance, it doesn't evolve. It always stays the
How do
same.
you think we could change the industry nowadays to make it more of an art form, as you say?
More exposure. People will need to be inspired and get shown things. They'll give them ideas. Whether it's things I'll catch like in a music video, like a cool dance move, suddenly the wheels start turning, and then I want to throw it into something. I'll mess around with my students, and back this, and then wave just to make them fun. Even if it's like a style of karate I've never seen, like trying to imitate like a big move, people just gotta be exposed to get ideas.
All right, you heard it here. There's no special news. Everybody's figuring it out. Yah Magazine. Can you say something?
Guys, get creative. You guys start changing the game. No one's gonna do it for you. You come up with ideas. You're the future. Make it happen.
Yah Magazine. Peace.
Hold on a second. Let me just get warmed up.
Where's the martial arts at? And break!
Greetings, I'm Michael Matsuda. I'm president of the Martial Arts History Museum. And one thing I want to really endorse is Yah Magazine. I think it's very important that we look at all styles of dance, especially hip-hop and different styles, how they integrate as part of the martial arts. Martial arts is not just about the punch and kick. It's about the tradition and the culture behind it. There's a lot of obon dancing. There's a lot of different movements that you could see in today's hip-hop and other different styles in the martial arts. Maybe they mirror each other, whatever it is. I love the culture and the involvement of tradition and the martial arts. Like the style I do is called monkey style, and you can see hip-hop movements all over monkey style. So that flexibility, that movement, that uniqueness, that balance, and all part of the martial arts. And I think it's important that we have things like Yah Magazine that will help teach people how we can integrate together, the different styles, the different culture, and how we can honor those cultures through our dance, through our different routines. And so I think it's important that we have magazines like this that teach kids the importance of culture and tradition and dance, and how we can use our bodies to be more flexible, to be more healthy, to be more agile. So I think it's good that we have this type of publication. And I highly endorse people to go ahead and take a look at Yah Magazine and purchase, become a subscriber, and be part of tradition and be part of culture. Again, this all boils down to blending the culture together. The traditions, the Asian traditions, and I think it's important that dance and other things be part of that culture. We're not just the punch and kick. There's more to the martial arts than that, and I think things like Yah Magazine bring that out, and I'm very proud to endorse that magazine.
Do you believe that hip-hop and old school theater has helped each other grow over the years?
Oh yeah, any of these things help us grow. The more we can do things, dance and different things like hip-hop, the more we can do things that's part of movements of the martial arts, the better. It's all boils down to the health and well-being, and if you can all that, and you can see that in a lot of the Kung Fu movies. If you look back at the old Kung Fu styles and the old Kung Fu movies, even today's Chinese Wushu, you can see a lot of those hip hop moves. So it's not hard to integrate from wushu to, you know, the hip hop moves. They all blend together. It's like, oh, I see that move in there, and I see that move, and I have the flexibility, or I can gain the flexibility to do that move, or the mobility to do that move. So I think it's important that it integrates each other, and we can see it in each other. So I think that's very nice, and I'm very proud to have a magazine that exposes that. So it's more to learn, and that's what the museum is about: history and learning and education. And Yah Magazine helps people learn and be educated about that.
The kick, most people ask me about who's seen Universal Soldier 2. Who's confused? Everybody asks me about this kick. I kind of don't have a name for it, so we can call it a giant kick.
Thank you, sir. Master Ernie Reyes Sr. Master Ernie, how do you feel hip-hop, dance, and martial arts have all come together over the years and progressed to be one sole art?
Well, we were pretty much one of the foremost authorities in really adding music. And adding music in the beginning was a big challenge because there was a lot of traditional forms. So on the East Coast, you pretty much had Jun Rhee's team of John Chung and those people. And what ended up happening was they did a lot of classical music. And my team was on the West Coast with George Chung, Cynthia Rothrock, Archie Bedke, and we had 7 national champions there that were all in creative forms, plus Ernie Reyes Jr., who was 8 years old and the youngest martial arts competitor to ever be rated in the adults professional division. And so we used to use all kinds of different pop music at that time. And so, again, we were kind of like, when was that, 30 years ago, right? So it started to present day and times. And again, music is all about creating emotion, right? And emotion, again, gives you a driving force to take yourself even beyond the highest level. And so when you do see the artistic movements of not only just creating music to it, but again, creating dynamic musics of, again, doing tricking and also adding really sound traditional basics in there, getting that blend of the music really has a performance aspect and entertaining aspect that really touches the audience's soul. So I really believe that, again, hip-hop has a certain vibe in it. It's all about, again, creating it from, you know, the old school days, really, of classical music from the Jun Rhee's Institute, to us even using Michael Jackson's music, right, during the day, right, to present time of what it is, to the hip-hop vibe and whatever, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying, and I just wish everybody success and take it to the next level. Awesome.
Got something to say for the kids and the teens that are struggling right now, that need some inspiration, Master Ernie?
Yeah. The most important thing is never respect the highest values of martial arts training of honor, loyalty, family, and bravery. So, you know, with that in mind, it's not just about dancing, because there's a lot of great dance crews out there, right? Jabberwocky and all of them, but I think the difference that's the difference between us and them is, again, the discipline and respect. So the only way you can really respect yourself is to train hard, each and every day in every way, getting better and better.
All right, everybody, here we went through Yah Magazine from the underground to the mainstream with Mr. Mike Brown. So what we try and do, we try and bring y'all something real. We got a lot of kids out there that doing the bum fights. It's like trying to call yourself a real fighter, taking it real. What would you say to the kids? I mean, we didn't have, who was a Camo Slice, who was a website fighter, the underground fighter. What would you say to the kids that's out there that's trying to be hard from fighting those bum fights and ghetto fights?
Remember, kids, crime is something that you shouldn't do. It's something you shouldn't don't. Respect.
Anything positive you would like to say to a kid? Like really give them some motivation.
Big up to yourself and
overweight kids. Do you think fitness and health is important in today's society?
Very. Diet and exercise. You gotta do both. And say no to drugs, alcohol, and smoking cigarettes.
Okay. We get a lot of talk about how dance and martial arts are created and how you have to be able to move and relax when you're in the ring and you're fighting. Do you believe this concept is true as well?
I'm a dancing machine.
He's a dancing machine.
Dancing and fighting, they're the only two things I know. But you don't combine dancing with drinking or alcohol or drugs. You just don't have to. Just ask Mike Brown. He knows that. Well, never mind. Don't ask him.
Can you give us some empowering words for some teens, please, sir?
Say no to drugs, alcohol, and smoking cigarettes. Train hard and dance a lot. Dance for any reason at all. Get a pole at your house and dance. Dance with his wife. She's the best dancer out there.
All right, everybody, we're here with the Yah